I rise today to speak on the passing of His Highness Sheikh Saqr Bin Mohammad Al Qasimi, ruler of Ras Al Khaimah of the United Arab Emirates, who was born in 1925 and died on Wednesday, 27 October 2010. At the time of his death, Sheikh Saqr was the longest serving ruler in the world, taking control of impoverished, isolated Sheikhdom in 1948 at a time when the people of Ras Al Khaimah were at the whim of terrible poverty. The ruler would, over the next 62 years, transform the state into the thriving emirate it is today. At the mere age of 23 years, there was little doubt about the challenges before His Highness. The economy was paralysed and unemployment was rife. The Sheikhdom was running on a seriously depleted treasury and there was a gaping lack of civil structures. However, from the very beginning, Sheikh Saqr fought hard for his people. He sought to renew investment in the Sheikhdom's agricultural base to ally the economy. And crucially, he invested in education, arranging scholarships, many paid from personal funds, to send the best and the brightest to schools and universities. In the 1940s and 50s, Sheikh Saqr's most dedicated mission was to establish a schooling system in Ras Al Khaimah. Having been one of the few able to receive a formal education, he understood the underlying advantages and power that came with knowledge. He lobbied friendly governments while using his own limited funds to further the situation. As his biographer, Graham Wilson, writes, and I quote, "Unlike his efforts in agriculture, which would bear fruit within 1 or 2 years, education was a long-term effort, but one to which he was committed." Close quotes. Indeed, contemporary critics argue that Ras Al Khaimah's widespread crediting with having the most educated national population in the lower Gulf is a direct result of the ruler's education policies of the 1950s and 1960s. His biographer further writes, and I quote, "The ruler oversaw an education system which at the time was a drain on state funds, but ultimately was a far-sighted vision which formed the basis on which modern Ras Al Khaimah and later the United Arab Emirates would come to rely." Close quotes. Sheikh Saqr was a diligent and headstrong leader, able to overcoming the largest of hurdles to make Ras Al Khaimah the thriving emirate it is today. To give only a few examples of his many achievements, firstly, the agriculture industry grew to help sustain not only Ras Al Khaimah's own population, but generated enough produce to export to other emirate states as well as other parts of the Arab coast. Secondly, the initiative of stone extraction from the Ras Al Khaimah's Hijab Mountains became a major source of wealth from the 1960s, paving the way for the UAE's first cement company in the 1970s and consequently the world's largest ceramic producers in the 1980s, Rak Ceramics. Thirdly, public health development where hospitals were built and his people benefit from modern medicine. Fourthly, it was as a keen exponent of bringing together all the emirate states where Ras Al Khaimah joined with the remaining 6 to form the United Arab Emirates in 1972. These were but a few of his many achievements. In the words of his son, the newly anointed ruler of Ras Al Khaimah, His Highness Sheikh Saqr Bin Saqr Al Qasimi, and I quote, and he says, "Sheikh Saqr worked tirelessly on behalf of his people. From as early as I can recall, he has risen at dawn, spent the entire day working in his office and hosting majlis which lasted well into the night. His limitless energy remains legendary." Close quotes. With the leader of the opposition, Mr. Barry O'Farrell, I had the honour of meeting Sheikh Saqr here in the New South Wales Parliament in December last year, during the launch by Mo Sultan of the Gulf Australia Business Council. Many of our colleagues were present at the same time and had the honour of meeting His Highness. I'm confident that Sheikh Saqr will continue the great work of his father for the continued benefit of the people of Ras Al Khaimah. On behalf of myself, my family and my colleagues from the New South Wales Parliament, I convey my deepest condolences to Sheikh Saqr, his family and the people of Ras Al Khaimah. Thank you.